So in lesson 3, we're talking about perimeter and circumference. So to start off, we're going to talk about perimeter. So you see in this figure, we have sides all around this figure here. All we need to do is just, in order to find perimeter, we just need to add all the sides up together. That's exactly what perimeter is. Perimeter is just the distance around a figure. So what we're looking for, we have a couple blank spaces. We have one here and one here, so we just need to find those measurements. We can see that we have 9 on this side, and this side's equal over there as well. So we're just gonna go ahead and put a 9 over here. And the only one we're missing is here. Now, in order to find this side here, we see that our bottom is 15, a length of 15. So we have a length of 4 here and a length of 3 here. So let's just go ahead and basically highlight those, make them a little darker. Okay. So if we add those two together, we have 4 and 3, and we get 7. Okay. So now that we have 4 plus 3 equals 7, what we're going to do is we're just missing this one piece here. We're actually going to subtract that 7 from the 15, and when we do, we get 8. So our side here is 8. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add all of our sides up together. So we're starting with 15 plus 9 plus 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus 5 plus 4 plus 9. And when we add all that up together, we get a final total of 58 inches. And that's how we find the perimeter of this figure. So the next topic we're going to talk about in lesson 3 is the circumference. Circumference is going to be dealing with a circle, and all it is just the distance around a circle. But there's a couple pieces we need to know in order to understand what are different parts of the circle. First thing we need to understand is from the center to any point on the side of the circle is called the radius. Okay, we'll label that as R. So it's basically just the distance from the center of the circle to the outside. Now, you're also going to have this is the distance across, which is from one side to the other, is going to be considered the diameter. We'll call that D. Okay, so I know that's not a straight line, but from one side to the other is a diameter, and just half of the circle is a radius. Now, in order to remember a couple of things here, the radius is going to be equal to half the diameter. Okay, so those are a couple things you need to keep in mind. Now, in order to find the circumference of a circle, we have to use an equation. So the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, where pi is going to equal to 3.14, and the r is equal to the radius. So anytime they give us an equation and they tell us what the radius is, we'll plug it in for r here. Now sometimes in an equation they might come out and say, they might give you the distance across for the circle. They actually might give you the diameter. Let's say it might be 14. Well, you know, here we got 2 pi r. We need to find out that what the radius is. Well, if they give us a diameter of 14, we know that the radius is going to be half of that, which is 7. So in that case, we would put 7 in for radius. So let's try an example here to understand how to find the circumference of a circle. Remember that our circumference is going to be equal to 2 pi r. And we will use this equation throughout the entire course of this class. So we see our radius is 3. So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and plug that in. C equals 2. We'll put 3.14 in for pi. So we have 2 times 3.14 times 3. When we multiply, let's just go ahead and we'll multiply 2 times 3 first, and we get 6 times 3.14. And then when we multiply 6.314 out, we get a final answer of 18.84 centimeters as our final answer.